Foods you can eat to improve your health.
It's a great time to eat greens because they are so abundant in your garden at farmers markets and stores. But it's not easy being green. They go bad quickly. Registered dietitian Lori Meyer telling us how to prevent the green funk from growing in our fridge.
Yeah, I mean, we really need to eat greens. They do boost the immune system. They help us, inhibit carcinogens, help with detoxification. They're full of vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients, antioxidants. But if you're eating a floppy green, if they're starting to wilt, if they're getting that slime, they've lost nutrients. So you're really not getting, especially vitamin C, folate, the carotene, some potassium. You're losing all of that. So you really do need to be careful.
So I buy the big tubs of like the arugula at the grocery store, and by the end of the week, the bottom of it, it smells funky and it's slimy.
Do you leave it in the tub?
Yeah, it's in the tub.
That's probably the mistake.
Okay.
That's a mistake.
The problem is moisture, right?
It's moisture. And moisture and air are the two problems. And so it's either too much moisture, and that's when you're going to get that slime, or they start wilting because there's too much air exposed. And so the important thing is, a lot of times there's a lot of moisture in these leaves.
This is dripping right now.
When they're cut, the moisture starts evaporating, and so it's usually a good idea then give them a bath. And so you want to do this in a tub or clean out. If you have clean your sink beforehand because you don't want to transfer anything.
But use a colander? I use a colander.
And then use a colander, but you want to soak them a couple of times. I'm sorry, I'm getting you guys giving you a little bath. But you want to soak them, and then you need to dry them. And one of the easiest is if you can get a salad spinner, you can find these all over, because then you're going to end up really drying. Put the brake on. And you can see then, they end up crisping up and getting really dry. There are some other things you can do. Of course, you can always end up using a towel. You can use paper towels. They have these new drying mats. They're like 4 times as absorbent. And so if you really want to get fancy, and they're only like $4 or $5, and we said maybe Brian can find them at the state fair. So then once you do the drying, then you need to store them. And so the idea is you can either use regular towels, kitchen towels, and put them in a salad crisper. Not a lot of layers, it might be up to 2 layers. The easy way is just to use paper towels or towels and put them in a bag, but the idea is usually keep the bag open. The newest thing is to use canning jars. Don't leave the jars completely sealed.
Who has room in their fridge for that, though?
Well, it depends on how you organize your refrigerator. But you could stack up, a lot of jars this way, and where people are finding that these actually last longer than when they're in the...
Last 20 seconds here. I made a mistake, and you're going to tell everybody how they cannot make it at home.
This is kohlrabi, beets, carrots, turnips, anything that has the green leafies. Take the greens off because you're going to actually deplete the nutrients in the vegetable itself and also in the greens. And then with those, store them the same way that you would everything else.
Lori, thanks. Have a question for any of our experts? Please send an email to asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail at the number.